I've never been one to really impose my interpretation of a song on anybody else. I just prefer to leave that up to the listener.
We liked the idea of doing something which felt a bit more fresh, that people were kind of starting rather than were more established. So we worked with a band called Black Angels, we worked with a band called Sleepy Sun, we worked again with Autolux, who we worked with on War Stories, and we had an opportunity to work with somebody that I've always wanted to work with, and we were going to work together on War Stories, but it didn't happen, which is Mark Lanegan.
I'm Mark Lanegan, and I was the singer on Another Night Out.
Another night out. Wait for the spring.
For me, it was kind of a dream come true because it was something that I've wanted to work with for years. He wrote one of my favourite trunk songs of all time, 100 Days, so I wanted something that had that kind of feeling about it.
I was a big fan, you know, since the late 90s when I heard the first record. So, you know, mutual admiration.
I enjoy being in the studio with people and the whole collaborative experience of that, and, you know, spending that time with people that you admire and that you respect, and having that creative process is amazing. The fact that somebody may be recording in America and sending you stuff over the internet has meant that actually we've probably got a lot more out of the experience.
I actually really enjoy sending a demo to somebody and them sending back something and me going, oh, wow. Or, oh shit, really? No, it didn't really work out very well. It's like, you know, it's great. It's like playing a game of cards, isn't it?
James and Pablo all of them created a lot of different demos, a lot of different tracks initially, and they sent me a lot of music. Which was really wonderful to have, because you're kind of like, okay, yeah, here we go, here's a real meat on the bone here.
It was really cool to be able to listen to all these songs. Felt like really like, oh, that's cool, we get to choose, you know, like what song, you know. And that's how it kind of should be. It's like, instead of like, you need to do this song, it's like we had an option. What songs appeal to you? What songs stick out? And it was like, it was really a good way to do it.
We actually picked the piece that, out of the 5 they sent, the piece that was probably the most dissimilar, the least like anything Autolux would come up with.
The other thing that's different about this record is people on this record that I haven't met, which is, you know, unusual. I mean, you know, lots of other people have done it in that way, but we haven't.
It's really weird working with somebody that you're not like, what do you think about this? You know, or just not in the same room. It's like, we had nobody to bounce ideas off of besides ourselves, you know.
They really do the most they can, you know. If it's like, we like that bit, but can you go off and do that bit, or we're going to twist this around and do, you know, they were all up for kind of that process.
Then they would say, okay, you know, well, you know, give us a little of your, you know, Black Angels sound, you know.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted some big guitars in there, so we laid some big guitars in, and, you know, thick keyboard stuff, so, you know, it was fun. It came out awesome.
I wanna meet my perfect lady. I think I saw her at the picture with her only. I think I saw her at the picture with her.
Recording with Unkle is like nothing I've ever done before.
It's very focused, but it's also very loose, and you have complete freedom.
You just go down roads that you just wouldn't go down, you know I wouldn't on my own, and as I said, you know, the sort of the chaos that is Pablo is so refreshing and also just crazy, but it's a brilliant, you know, it's a brilliant process to be involved in.